Okay, hello all. We are now going to do the calculations for additions and subtraction of the polynomial. That means you will see a plus 3 is one polynomial and 4a minus 2 is another polynomial, and we will add them together, or we will do them minus 1. So what can we do now? So please pay the serious attention. So first step we are going to do is that we are going to remove the bracket, and we will group the unlike terms to do the calculation. Okay, now let's do it. Okay, for plus, you do not do anything. You just copy it, 4a minus 2. So you can finish it. And then you will group the like term. So for this one, you have like term is a and 4a plus 4a. I'm sorry, I must highlight the plus also. And also, the other one is plus 3 and negative 2. So what we are going to do is that we add them together. For the plain highlighter, a plus 4a is 5a. Plus 3 minus 2 is plus 1. So we finish the question 1a. And then for question 1b, okay, now please hear carefully. Please listen carefully. For the bracket that be in front of it with the negative sign or the minus sign, what you can do is that you interchange these one. From positive, you will change it to negative. For negative, you will change it to positive. So please remember this well. Okay, so what can we do? B minus 1 minus, just write down minus 3b. And the plus side will change to negative side, so we'll say negative 6. Every time you will change it to negative 1. Okay, so make sure that you know how to do this. Okay, now let's highlight the things that we have. Okay, b, once again, b and minus 3b, minus 1 and minus 6. So we can solve the problem immediately. The answer for this one is b minus 3b is negative 2b. Negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7. So we finish, okay, the question like this. So it's not difficult, but you must pay the serious attention. Every time you must change the sign if you have negative. But positive, you do not need to change anything. Okay, now let's do question 2 also for yourself. I'll do question 2 and question 3, and I will leave question 4 and question 5 for you all to do it by yourself before I tell you the answer. Okay, now for question 2, because this one is positive side, okay, because luckily, so we have to say that we'll just copy the answer. 4x plus y plus 2x minus 7y. So we just copy the answer here. And then after we copy it, so what we have to do is that we highlight the one that we have. Okay, last one by one. This is 4x. This is 2x. So we add them together. This is 6x. Okay, immediately. And the other one is plus y and negative 7y. So this one is y minus 7y. This is negative 6y. So we finish the question 2a. And then we go to question 2b. For question 2b, now this time once again, we could break down the bracket once again. The first one, m plus 5m, you just write together because we do not have anything. This one is positive. But for negative, we will change it. Negative 5m, we just copy it. For negative side, we will change it to positive side. So we have something like this. Someone will remember that negative and negative will be positive. And negative with here, we do not write anything. This is positive, so this one is negative. So we have the same way to answer the questions. And then once again, we highlight the m, negative 5m. They are the same. 5m and 7m plus is also the same thing. So we will do two calculations. And m minus m is negative 4m. And plus 5n plus 7n is plus 12n. So you can finish the calculation for question 2. Okay, now we'll go to question 3. It's a little bit difficult for you all. 3x cubed minus 7x. Once again, negative sign, we will change all the sign here. For this one, you will see negative sign here. So we will change it to positive. You can say negative and negative, you got positive. 3x cubed. And negative and positive, you have negative once again. So we have something like this. And then we can highlight something that we can add together. For example, 3x cubed and 3x cubed. So this one is 6x cubed. and negative 7x minus 7x. That means you own someone's 7x and you own another kind of 7x. That means you own how many? 14 of it. You cannot say you own nothing. Okay, this is not 0. That means you own many things of it. So that's negative 40x. So this is 3a. Okay, now for 3b, you are going to break down the bracket once again. This is x squared minus 1. This time plus, that means you just copy it. But do we copy plus or negative? No, we just copy negative x squared plus 6 is okay. Okay, for everyone we do not write here, this is positive, so we just copy plus. For this one is plus 2x, so this is plus, also we'll just copy it. So we have something like this. And then we highlight the same thing, 6x squared and negative x squared. So this one is 5x squared. And for the other one, you have negative 1 and negative 6 plus 6, so this one is plus 5. Okay, so now it's your turn. I will give you 1 minute to do 4a to 5b, okay? 4 questions. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. But if you cannot finish, just pause the video now. Okay, let's look at this one. For positive side, that means we just copy it. A plus b minus a plus 6a minus 5b. We just copy it. And we will highlight one by one. For a and plus 6a, they're the same. Like terms. Plus b and minus 5b is also another like terms. So we will going to do the calculation here. So the answer for this one is 7a minus 4b minus 8. So you can solve the problem. Okay, now for part B, once again, 4x minus y, we copy it. And for negative side, we will change all the here. So plus, we will have changed it to negative x. Negative, we will change to positive 4y. And finally, plus and negative, we will change to negative 6. So that you can change it also. Okay, so now highlight 4x minus x, negative y, plus 4y. So negative 6 will be left. So the answer for this one is 3x plus 3y minus 6. We can solve the problem like this. So for question 5, once again, we will add them together. 3x squared plus 4x minus 6 plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 7. Just copy because this is positive side, so that's great. And then we must find out the like terms once again. So for the first one is 3x squared, and then we have 2x squared. Please pay attention, you have 2x here, you only have 1x here. So these two are not like terms, but these two are like terms for x squared. And the second one, you have 4x plus, and then you will have negative 5x because we only have 1x for both of them, so they are like terms. And finally, negative 6 and negative 7 will be the third like term, so you will do 3 times here. So first of all, 3 plus 2, this is 5x squared. Plus 4 minus 5, this is negative x. And finally, negative 13. So you can finish question 5a immediately. So every time you need to do is break the bracket and group them all. Okay, now next. For negative side, negative 2y squared, negative 7y plus 9. We just copy it here first. But we have negative side here, so negative and negative, we change it to positive 3y squared. And positive, we will change to negative. And negative, we will change to positive. So every, we will change it. Negative will be positive, positive will be negative, negative will be positive. So everything is changing, okay, for negative side. And then we have negative 2y squared, we highlight here, and plus 3y squared together. And then negative 7y is the second one, and then negative 5y. Put them together. And finally, we will have plus 9 and plus x together. So 3 calculation once again. Negative 2 plus 3, this is y squared, one of them. Negative 7 minus 5, this is negative 12y. Finally, plus 17. So we finish all this question 4 and question 5. Okay, now I'll stop here for 5 seconds. Okay, now we will go to question 6 and question 7. So first of all, I will give you the question and please do it in 1 minute. Okay? Okay, now we will check the answer for here. So we will do all the same things, except the last step we will do one more thing is that we are going to do something that descending. That means from the biggest degree to the smallest degree. So first of all, why don't we break down the brackets first? We have 2x plus 5x squared plus 4x minus 8x squared. Okay, this is the first step. The second step, we also mark the like terms first. This one is 2x, this is plus 4x. We mark them together. And this is plus 5x squared, and then minus 8x squared. So they are grouping together. So we will say this is 2 plus 4 is 6x. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. So we have negative 3x squared. But I'm sorry about that. This one is not descending because this one is x raised to the power 1 is smaller, and this is x raised to the power 2, so this one is bigger. So we will rearrange it. So this is negative 3x squared plus 6x. This is the answer for part A. And for part B, once again, first step, every time we break down all the bracket, line y minus 5, minus, we will change the sign. This one is positive, so this one is negative. And this one is negative, we will change it to positive. So this is 14y squared. Okay, now let's group them together. Luckily, only one term we need to do the calculation. That's 9y minus 6y. Because negative 5, we do not have something without any y's here. And for y squared, we only have 1 here. So we do not calculate these two. Only you calculate 9y minus 6y. So what we have is 3y minus 5 plus 14y squared. But once again, we need to do the descending. That means the square will be the greatest one. So we have 14y squared plus, we do not have right here, so this is plus 3y minus 5. So this is the answer for question 6. And then we will go to question 7. Question 7 this time is ascending. That means we will make something that from the smaller to the biggest one. So let's do it one by one. So let me move it to the question 7 here. For question 7, just once again, we will break down the bracket first, because for addition, we just need to copy all these things. Okay, after we copy it, now we will highlight the like terms. Like terms. And the other one is the number, negative 7 and plus 4. Only one of them contain the x. So this one is the unique one. Okay, now let's do the calculation. Negative 3 is x squared plus 7x squared. So this one is 4x squared. Negative 7 plus 4, that is negative 3. And then negative 3x. Okay, now let us do the ascending. That means from the smallest degree. So negative 3, we do not have x, so we write here first. And then 1x. And the last one, 2x times together. 4x squared will be the last one. So every time we will do the same thing. It's not difficult. Okay, now we will go to part B. And part B, you are going to write down instead 2 minus 4y squared plus 3y. And then minus, so that every time we change it. This one, 8 is positive 8, so negative 8. Plus 2y squared, we'll change to negative 2y squared. And then minus negative y, so we have plus y. Okay, now let us highlight the terms. 2 and negative 8. Negative 4y squared. And with negative 2y squared. The final one is 3y plus and also plus y. So we will do 3 times of it. Once again, this one, 2 minus 6 is negative 6. Negative 4y squared and minus 2y squared, this is negative 6y squared once again. And finally, plus 4y. And then we rearrange it. This is square, this is y, so this one is smaller. So we will put negative 6 plus 4y minus 6y squared. So this is the answer for question 7. After doing the question 6 and question 7, we'll go to question 8 to 10. These questions, that means that we are going to do something that vertically to do the addition and subtraction. So make sure that you know how to do this question. And we will do it one by one. Okay, now we will go to question 8 to question 10. This time we will have the vertical one. So what can we do? We do it just the same thing. For addition, it's not difficult because it changed nothing. Okay, 5 plus 2. So that means this one is 7a. Negative 3 plus 4b. So this one is addition. So we add them together. So this is plus b. So we finish this one. This is plus sign, okay? Okay, now let's look at this one. 7x squared minus 2x squared. So once again, this is 5x squared. And we have negative and positive. So this one is negative side. So please pay attention. In case this one we add together, will become negative 3x minus 5x. So we change it negative and positive to negative. So this one is negative 8x. So sometimes we do not write the vertical form in secondary school because it's a little bit difficult. But please pay attention. In your examination, you are still having some cases that you need to write something in vertical. So you must know how to do the vertical form. Okay, for 9a, once again, we have the positive sides. We have 5 plus 3. So this is 8x squared. Okay, once again. Second one, 3 plus negative. That means 3 minus. So this is negative 2. And negative 1 plus 2. That means plus. This one is positive 1. So we finish this one also. Okay, now for negative, it's a little bit troublesome. Okay, let's look at this one by one. Y squared minus 2y squared. This one is negative y squared. Obviously, we can solve it immediately. Okay, for the second one, we close it. 2 minus will become positive. So that means 2y plus 4y. So this is plus 6y. Negative and negative once again. So this one is negative 3 plus 5. So this one is negative 3 plus 5. That is plus 2. So we can know how to do the vertical form. Okay, now I will left question 10 for you all to do the calculation. And I will give you the answer for you after 30 seconds. Okay, now do it one by one. So for this one, 3x squared plus 7, obviously 7x squared immediately. If you cannot finish, just pause video. Plus 5xy plus 0. That means we just copy it once again. Negative 6y squared plus negative. plus a negative, you have negative. So that means negative 6y squared minus 7y squared. So this is negative 13y squared. So we finished the calculation. And the last one is a little bit difficult. For negative 2x squared minus x squared. So that means they have negative 3x squared. And negative, so you got this one to positive. You change it. 4 plus 3, so you got 7x. And finally, 0 minus plus 7. So this is negative 7. So we solve the 8, 9, and 10. So it's a little bit difficult, but I think that you can handle it well. Okay, this is question 8 to question 10. And now we will go to question 11 and question 12. That is the last two questions that you will do in this exercise. Okay, now let's look at this. Represent the following word faced by algebraic expression. That means you need to write down the formula you are going to calculate, okay, and simplify them. That means you are going to find out the answer easily. Add this one to this one. That means we'll add them two together. So we have two brackets. We write down the bracket and add them together. So we just copy negative 2y squared plus 9 here. And then 6y squared minus 4y minus 5 here. So we're going to do something like this. Okay, now after that, we write down the required expression first. And then we will going to do the calculation immediately. Negative 2y squared plus 9 plus 6y squared minus 4y minus 5. So negative 2y squared, because for positive side, we are not required to do anything. Just copy it. And then after that, once again, negative 2y squared, 6y squared. So we will add them two together. And 9 and 5 are like terms, so we also add them together. So the answer for this one is negative 2 plus 6. This is 4y squared minus 4y plus 4. 3, 4 are there. 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, now subtract something from. Okay, now we are going to do part B. The required, just copy the required expressions is subtract something from. So that means we use this one minus the fund. Please pay the serious attention. 2x squared minus 9 minus x squared plus 3x minus 1. So we're going to do this one. Okay, now let's write down the calculation. 2x squared minus 9 minus x squared plus 3x minus 1. So you have 2x squared minus 9. Once again, copy this one. But for negative side, we will change all this. For x squared, we do not write anything. This is positive, so this is changed to negative. Plus, we change to negative 3x. Negative, we change to plus 1. Okay, so we have changed all these things. Now, okay, let's do it one by one. For 2x squared and negative x squared, we have one of it. And negative 9 and plus 1 will be together. So the answer for this one is x squared minus 3x, and negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8. So we can solve this one once again. So this is question 11. Every time you must know what is the meaning add something to or subtract something from. And you can write down the formula and you can do the calculation easily to mark all the like terms and break the bracket. Okay, now we will do the question 12 for you, but this time I will give you 1 minute first to do question 12 by yourself first. Okay, now I will discuss the question with you also. If you cannot finish, just pause the video now. So first of all, this one is add these two together. So just put the add sign in the middle is okay. Plus 6y squared minus 9y minus 4. You are not required to write the required expression because in this question we are going to need you to do the calculation. You are not required to show the presentation because this one is also good for it. So we write down 12y cubed plus 8y minus 5y squared plus 6y squared minus 9y minus 4. So we have 6 of them. And now we will highlight all these like terms. For example, 12y cubed. Oh, I'm sorry, I highlighted wrong. So it's a little bit unique. So we do not have it. And 8y, we will have negative 9y. And negative y is 5y squared. We will have 6y squared. So we will do it one by one. So this is 12y cubed, copy it. And descending order, maybe we use negative y squared plus 6y squared. So this is plus y squared. 8y minus 9y is negative y, and negative 4 is the final one. So we finish this calculation. And then we will do part B. For the part B, this time is I subtract this from this one. So this one will go first, and minus sign, and then will be this polynomial. So we write down 5x cubed plus 4 minus 8x minus negative 3x plus 7x cubed plus 1. So we have this one, and then we will break down the bracket one by one. 5x cubed plus 4 minus 8x, this time negative. You will change all these sides. This one is negative, so we change it to positive. This one is positive, we will change to negative 7x cubed. And then this one is positive, we will finally change it to negative. And then we highlight all the like terms. So first of all, 5x cubed, obviously negative 7x cubed, and then negative 8x plus 3x. Okay, this is the second one, and we also have the third pair of it. This is 4 and negative 1. So we have 3 pairs of it. So we need to do 3 times. 5 minus 7. This is negative 2x cubed. Negative 8 plus 3, this is negative 5x, and 4 minus 1, this is 3. So we finished the second calculation in this, the last question in this video. Okay, so thanks for watching in this video. Hope you all know how to do the addition and subtraction of the polynomial. Bye bye.